Hey, it's Frank, that one web guy, and I'm back with another video. In this video, I just want to do a quick video on how to use the Photoshop sky filler feature. I've not played with it. I've seen it come out before. So I was doing this book cover for a client, and the opportunity arose. I just kind of see in my mind, I see a picture of what I want the book cover to look like, an example or whatever based on their topic, and I stumbled across an image and I'm like, wow, that's a really cool image, but yet it's kind of plain because it didn't have everything that I was really looking for. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to step you through the process here real quick on what I had found out, or what I was doing actually. So I'm going to pull in the image that I got. This image is actually from Unsplash, and I'll make sure to give the artist the credit. That's the feature with Unsplash. If you're not familiar with that website, let me pull up a new browser window that I don't have something going on here. So I'll go to Unsplash here real quick. Unsplash.com. If you're unfamiliar with it, it's a free site you can get photos from. They just recommend that you give the person credit for the photo if you use it in different reasons or different purposes. I use some of these for blog posts and different things like that, but as you can see here, there's a lot of different things here. So the topic of this one had something to do with walking, and it helps if I spell it properly. So if I look for walking, you can see that there's a lot of different walking images, and of course we can drop some of these backgrounds out and change the sky, which dramatically gives it a different feature, a whole different look. So the one that I found was this one. So what I did was simply go and I grabbed the magic wand tool, and it just obviously there's this big large white area. Originally I thought, well, this would be great to put the text in here, since I had this white background. But then I thought, well, yeah, I don't like white backgrounds, like if it's listed on Amazon, because it loses the edge and, it just kind of looks unfinished. So I went into the filter part, under Edit and Sky Replacement. They have it here, and it goes through and locates some information, and it's going to populate. I should have shut off some things on my browser here, or my computer. Got too many things running. Give it a second here. It did take a little bit of time last night, but you can see the sky that it drops in there. Is just amazing. So we can actually, different skies, different features. It just used the one that I used for that one. You can just change the sky, and look how different that makes. Pretty cool, actually. You can just go through and just see which ones that works best for what you're doing. So I wanted something that would work really well with the text. So I wanted a darker kind of background, but I wanted something that just kind of had the wow feature. So in this case, I think it was, you can see here, this is the one that I used. That was the one I used, so I just clicked on that. You can kind of change some of the settings. If you want to change the temperature, you can modify that a little bit. Add more purple, or if I wanted to bring out the orange colors, you could do that. You could change the brightness or make it darker. So if you wanted to add more text, you could do that. Shift the edge or fade the edge, and just kind of do different things there as well. And it's going to output it to a new layer once I click OK. So once I'm done, we put it in there, and I just do it like that, and I go along with my book title, which you could do easily. So I could actually type in, it dropped the text below the filter that I'm working on. Let's move it to the top layer here. It actually put that whole thing in a group, which is kind of handy. Intro. Oh, now I've got two layers there. Sorry about that. I get clicking around, and so I'll just show you what I was doing. Really cool. Let's just do it this way. Really cool, and I'll change this to white. Just gonna come back and forth here. Then I come in here, headline. What I like to do is I like to mix up the fonts that I use. I usually don't use more than 2 different fonts on a book cover, 3 max, depending on what I'm going to do. You know, sometimes I will do the I'll do a different one for the author's name or something like that, and then I'll go back to, since we have really cool headline here, then I'll put in the subheadline. Come on. And I'll change this back to the other font that we were using there at the top. For some reason or other, my Photoshop generally puts in the most recent fonts that I've used there, but it's not today for some reason or another. It was actually this one here. So I'll put that in there. I'll make it a little bit larger since it's the... And I'll set this to 0. I think I had the spacing, letter spacing a little bit different. And I'm going to change the... highlight that again. Change the line height. Really grabbing headline. And then I'll put the author name down here. Good author. Just doing this as a demo. I might actually put this on my site that I do book covers from. I have a site called imakebookcovers.com. And these are some of the book covers I do these for either Kindle books or things like that. I just knock them out fairly quickly based on what the person's wanting. Now I'm just going to put a white bar here, just a thin white bar. I would do this a different way, different ways, but you're probably wondering why I'm not using the pen tool to do this. Is because I would eventually come back in and make this kind of a grunge line, which I'll refrain from doing on this tutorial. But I'd like to do like a grunge line to kind of make it look like the text that I'm using there as well. And drop the good author down. I don't want to go too far because we need to make sure that we have room for the bleed edge for cutting and stuff like that. So there you have it. Actually, I'm going to change the opacity if I'm not going to change the... normally I would add, as I said, a grunge to it, but I'm going to change the opacity of that line just to make it not as harsh. But there you have it. That would be kind of the book cover that I'm doing. You can see how different that really looked from the start. So, if you're not using that sky feature, I think it's really cool, the sky fill. I think it's actually called something else. It's called, it was under edit here, it was sky replacement. That's the name of it. That's why I never can find it, because I never can remember the name of it. But I hope you found this useful. I just thought it was a kind of a quick tip that I thought I'd share with you. I hope you liked it. Join me again on my YouTube channel. Make sure that you click the subscribe and like button, and I'll be back with another video here soon. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you then.